What is up, man? We are back and black in the mother building. What's going on, everybody out there? If you are at the corporate plantation, hey man, I salute you. Don't let nobody ever make you feel bad because you gotta work at the corporate plantation on a Saturday or Sunday. I did it for years. Get your paper. You know I'm gonna hit y'all with it. Jesus, come back today. Oh damn. Man, y'all been doing all this hooping and hollering and all this other sucker shit. And he ain't made it back. Oh, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Shawnee, Erica, James Youngblood, David from No Compromise, my brother. We definitely need to do a live on that because I was not happy about that shit. Tasha, Mariah, all y'all out there. Hey man, y'all know what it is. You know what it ain't. Shout out to all my siblings. There's 6 of us in this motherfucker. You know? Ain't no Pops was a Rolling Stone. Mama was a Rolling Stone in this motherfucker. But anyway, shout out to everybody out there. Oh man. We got a great little topic today, man. Shout out to everybody out there, you know, that's making a way out of no way, trying to make $1 out of 5 cents. Man, we gonna get it. Shout out to everybody out there singing in the choir. Did you have your solo today? I remember a bitch had the nerve at the church I grew up to teach Sunday school and try to tell me and the niggas I fuck with at the church to get our life right with God. And this bitch is up here just fucking my brother the whole time. Just doing the most. I was like, bitch, you ain't even give me no pussy. How you gonna put me on blast? But anyway, shout out to everybody out there, man. We got a great topic for you, man. Anti-black racism and school education. Oh, this is gonna be a great topic. Gonna be real fast and quick, but I definitely want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know what I'm saying? I had to put on some different type of music or whatever, man. Cause what is it? What do they say? You know, summer coming up, so you want to have some feel-good music. Hey, don't get a nigga like me to get to singing in this motherfucker. I'll be like, yeah. All right, let's get into it, man. Cut this shit down. Looking ass, looking. Everybody, make a nigga want to sing. Nigga can't sing worth a damn, and nigga get to writing songs and shit. But anyway, let's get into it. I was fucking with y'all, man. Philly, Florida in the building, stand up. Hey, man. I was looking at this thing, and this teacher, I guess, was disciplining some kids or something like that. But what he ended up doing was calling a kid a nigga. So I'm trying to find the audio, and then we gonna play it. So here, let me turn it down. Man, that fan is loud. Let me turn this down. Let's play it. Let's see what they talking about. Close this shit. Okay.
What you looking at, nigga?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
What you looking at, nigga? What you looking at, nigga? I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
What you looking at, nigga? I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I just wanted to play that because that's what he said. That's what he said. Here, let me cut back on the music. But that's what he said. White teacher. So let's read. Here we go. An employee at the Dubuque Hempstead High School in Iowa has been placed on, been placed on leave after calling a black student the N-word. You should be fired. That should be considered a racial hate crime because you're teaching these kids and I'll get into it in a minute. Fuck it. Let's just read it. Video of the incident surfaced online showing the white man who works at the school started staring at a student walking from a classroom when out of the blue, the man yells, "What you looking at, nigga?" towards the black student. I played it. The racial slur immediately caught everyone standing in the hallway off guard, including the student who was filming. The employee tries to quickly apologize to the black student, but the damage had already been done. that's what you were feeling in your heart. You don't need to apologize. The school employee has not been identified but has been placed on leave while an investigation is pending. Ain't no investigation. He has also not been fired, but school officials say he will be disciplined. Julia Jorgensen, who is the school's assistant principal, released a statement to families of children who attend the school condemning the teacher's actions and confirming that disciplinary actions are on the way. I want to be clear in saying that the actions shown in this video are not acceptable and do not represent the values of Hempstead High School or the Dubic, or whatever that shit is, community school district, said Jorgensen in a statement. The staff member involved was immediately placed on leave while the district completes an investigation, which as always will be followed by an appropriate discipline action. We strive every day to ensure that each of the students learn in a safe, inclusive learning environment, and today, for many, Hempstead did not live up to that expectation. I have talked personally with many students and parents today, as have members of our administrative team and staff across the building, to reinforce that we are maturity, honesty, and emotion of these conversations. Man, who wrote this shit? Yeah, you meant something else. Okay, one of the Mustang values is to be inclusive and will be continuing to strive to do better each day. Robert Kimball, the founder of the Dream Center, told KCRG he was pleased with the school's decision to place the employee on leave and wanted to reassure students that they are cared about. Number one, don't forget that there are people who care about you and bullshit. All right, let's get into it. That shit, I couldn't even finish it. David already know I couldn't even finish it. I'm so pissed off. First of all, Neely Fuller Jr. and Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, the Honorable Dr. Francis Cress Welsing and the Honorable Neely Fuller Jr., The Compensatory Counter-Racist Code of Ethics by Neely Fuller Jr. The first one was written in 1985. The new edition was written in 2016. And the ISIS Papers, Keys to Color by the Honorable Queen Mother, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, both talks about how the dominant society dominates 9 areas of people activity: labor, law, entertainment, sex, war, economics, religion, education. Education. So if they dominate the education, he's telling you, yeah, fuck you, nigga. So if we know that's what he said, why is it we need to do an investigation? He already called him a nigga. That's it. I guarantee you, if some black teacher was to call a white kid a Jewish racial slur, he'd be fired immediately. He'd be fired. This is what I mean by, you have the white fragility, Robert DiAngelo, then you have people that hide behind other people, and then you have the dominant society being on code. That's why we have to establish a code. They don't call, we're gonna administrative leave. No, ain't no administrative leave. There is no investigation. He called him a nigga. So if that's what he called him, that's what he felt in his heart. Just like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Look, I work with a Hawaiian, straight from Hawaii. I work with several Hawaiians. They can't stand motherfucking Dog the Bounty Hunter. And a lot of the Hawaiians do not like that motherfucker. Nigga. Fuck that nigga. Don't bring that nigga to the dinner and all this other shit. And it was a black man who hooked him up with his wife, but he's still on TV. But let's not forget, Dog the Bounty Hunter, they publicly lynched a black man before, and he got off. You can look at him and tell he a racist motherfucker. And that teacher, I'm sorry. No, he knew what he meant, and he knew how he felt. So if that's what's going on today, imagine what goes on at the corporate plantations. Imagine what goes on in Fortune 500 companies across the United States of America, Incorporated. I have this conversation with people all the time. We have to understand, the people that are in charge don't look like you, don't want to be you, hate you, can't stand you because they're not you, and they love being the overseer over your paycheck. And they love it. And they go to work every day loving to have that power, loving to do the things that make you stressed out, make you jump through all these hoops. We have to understand that. If the dominant society dominates 9 areas of people activity, education being one of them, out of the many 9, then why the fuck will we sit up here and allow our kids to keep going to these schools and not kind of teaching them on the side? You can let these kids go to these schools, but you can still give them books so they can know who they are. So when they react, they should be like, oh my God. They should be like, Oh, thank you. I thought you were suspected white supremacist. Now you are a white supremacist. And this school will be hearing from our attorney, and we won't stop until you don't have a job. That's the response that should be. We gotta start educating our kids that, okay, I'm glad you caught it on camera, but oh my God, no, stop. We have to start responding like, oh, so we're niggas now. Oh, okay, I'm glad that a white teacher that's teaching us education has racist, white supremacist views towards black folk. Thank you, that's good to know. You'll be hearing from our attorney. Thank you. See, when you start responding how white folk respond, then it's not gonna be no, oh, administrative leave. It'll be like, oh, he has been terminated. We have to think and know how to play the game. Know the social game rules before you just, we gotta stop being so emotional. Oh man, he called us a nigga, oh my God. No, okay, that's what we doing, no problem. I'm gonna put this on every social media platform. I'm going to go out of my way to make sure before it's all done, you're not working at this school anymore. And everybody's gonna know your first, last name. Those kids know that teacher's first, last name. I'd put all his information out there. This is the teacher, his name is such and such. He called one of our classmates a nigga, and he's supposed to be teaching us education. Why do you think I keep telling y'all? Why do we allow the dominant society to be the moral compass of black folk? Why do we do that? Just like they keep fucking with John Moran, but all these other basketball players show guns all day long, all day strong, but they want to fuck with John Moran. Of course, because it's about controlling the domesticated primate. That's what it's about. You have influence over the dominant society that are deaf, dumb, and blind, and we do not want them thinking that you're a free thinker. So we have to check you and make sure that you are put in your place, silly little Negro. There's things that we need to do, and there's things that we have to do. We have to start educating our young people about what it is to be a foundational black American in the dominant white society, to be in the system of racism and white supremacy, to be in the United States of America Incorporated. No, they don't care about no goddamn reparations. No, they don't care. Stop going to them seeking approval from them. They're not gonna approve or green light anything you say or do. I was watching the Martin reunion on HBO, and I love Martin, my favorite sitcom of all time. You know, and it was sad to see that, you know, they couldn't go on. And I was just noticing, you know, Tisha Campbell, she was just running her mouth and babbling and running her mouth. I wanted to say, but sister, you were part of the architect behind destroying that show. And I know you've made amends with Martin, all that other stuff, but sisters have to understand, the dominant society will use you first. That's why we have to do a better job of understanding the optics and stop getting in our egos. And if there's feelings involved, you know, I don't know the intricate details of what happened between Martin and Tisha Campbell and all that, but damn, to publicly humiliate that brother and do what you did, and I get it, y'all got it together. Oh, but it took for you to get divorced and you be publicly humiliated for a motherfucker that want to make amends. Why does that have to happen to us? Why don't we just step back sometimes, move aside and move ahead, just leave the show? You don't have to be on the show to say, you know what, this just isn't working for me and I'm gonna go ahead and leave the show. You know what I mean? But no, you did. Sometimes we need to stop making our disagreements publicly. Even though I watched the Rick Ross and DJ Envy shit, I think it's sad because we gotta stop making our internal beefs public. The dominant society, the Jewish people, you'll never know who they don't get along with. A lot of them white Jewish people, they can't stand each other. They don't fuck with each other, but them motherfuckers know how to be on code when it comes to black folk. Every other racial group knows how to be on code when it comes to us, but we don't have a sense of urgency to be on code when it comes to other racial groups. We allow other racial groups to come in there, green light shit, talk shit about us, no diss to Dr. Dre or anything like that, but there's so many people that take up for Eminem. And anytime somebody goes at him, every nigga want to jump in there and takes up for him. Just like Fat Joe. I love Fat Joe, but he's not a foundational black American. And it's so many other black people that'll jump in the fucking ring for him. All y'all gotta say is, hey man, just know your history. Look, he says Latinos created hip hop 50-50. My sentiment would be that Fat Joe is Fat Joe, but a lot of your Latino brothers and sisters don't like black folk. We love y'all, but y'all don't like us. So what do we do with that? And since y'all created it 50-50, why is it that half of y'all don't even like black folk? Because you're speaking on New York. I'm talking about across the United States of America Incorporated. Just like I told you when I was watching Dateline NBC, and this black brother was on trial for murder, and one of the jurors was black, and he said, I'm not sending another black man to jail. That Puerto Rican said, I'm Puerto Rican, and no, if that happened to my son, he's going to jail. So no, we rescinded it and made sure he got murder, first degree murder, some shit like that. And I said, exactly. That's what I mean by not being on code. We don't, everybody's on code with their own racial group, but we're not on code with ourselves. That's called having intrinsic value and understanding that education is the quintessential key to the dominant society's success, if you ask me. Why, Warren? Because if they can educate your kids at a young age that they are the gods, they are Jesus Christ, they are Cesare Borgia, they are the Almighty, they are the author and creator of all things, black kids will grow up in the society thinking that. But if black folks have been taught or being taught, you are a black god, you're a god, you create the pyramids, you built the United States of America Incorporated for free without a repayment, and you're still standing. You didn't flee, you stayed here through Jim Crow, segregation, redlining, gentrification, lynching. All those things have been done to the foundational black Americans in the United States of America Incorporated, and we still standing? As Dr. Claude Anderson teaches, we are a special people. That's why when it comes to R&B and hip hop, we have what I would like to say is we possess the natural law of rhythm. We possess it. It's in our DNA. It's in our melanin. That's why the dominant societies of the racial groups have been trying for I don't know how many decades to replicate what we do by just waking up in the morning and creating. Let me tell you, I've been around them, and some of the things that they watch you do, they're in amazement at what we can do. In amazement. It's almost like, damn, why do you think they hated Michael Jackson and Prince so much? Because those brothers, like most foundational black Americans, possess the natural law of rhythm. Go read the Kabbalion. It is in our melanin, ladies and gentlemen. That's why there's a difference. You go look at a church that sings just natural gospel songs, right? That's where soul originated from, right? Gospel songs. You look at those choirs, go look at the white folk choirs. They long to want to be like us. That's why you have so many of them crossing over and going to our churches, because they want that natural ability to have the law of rhythm. But you know what? Sorry, it's in our DNA. It's in our melanin. Sorry, y'all. That's why you can't replicate a Magic Johnson or a Michael Jordan or a Kobe Bryant or a Michael Jackson or a Prince or Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Jennifer Hudson, Fantasia, Brandy. All those people, they just possess the natural law of rhythm. That's why everybody wants to sing like us, dance like us. That's why you can't replicate Michael Jackson or Chris Brown or Usher. Need I go on? Y'all gotta understand this shit is history. And the majority of those people I named are all foundational black Americans. So for all you tethers and coons that, oh yeah, because it's from out, yeah, right. And then, you know, if we want to say, well, everybody comes from Africa, but there's just something different the way foundational black Americans sing soul music and rap and write music and paint and just do all these things, like my brother David from No Compromise and his painting. See, that was the natural law of rhythm that brother possessed. See, that melanin took over in that brother's mind and brain and hand. See, that's why. You like, well, how did David do that? I know how he did it. The ancestors jumped inside of his body and coexist with the natural melanin that's in his DNA that was made it easy for him to create what he created. Just like me, when I grew up in church, My sisters could tell you, everybody was in shock at what I was doing. Like, how the hell is this nigga doing this shit? Because my melanin was vibrating at an all-time high. So let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, we possess the natural law of rhythm. Go read the Kabbalion. That's all I'm gonna say. I got nothing but love for everybody today. Hey, a dominant society calling us a nigga ain't nothing that they ain't already called us. We just gotta do a better job of educating who we are, where we come from, so we can know where we're going. I'm out, y'all. Guilty, nigga. Peace.